All I do is kill. All I do is drill.
All I do is
something monkey nuts.
Big chopper with the monkey nuts.
There we go.
Tip Ruger.
All right. Ready for the clap?
Right,
yeah, fuck it. No clap. We're starting it there. Fuck it. Lore Hero episode 22, boys. Did you hear that? Big chopper.
I kill
for my cousin.
Yeah, fuck it. We don't even need to do a clap. We're just gonna start like that. I think it'd be funnier that way. I like the casual introduction. All right, there we go.
JP is here, but he has some handy people over, and he's the only one home, so he's got to watch over what's going on so they don't break his house, which I get. I don't want my house to be broken either. I understand. So
theoretically, he'll be back, but maybe or maybe not. Who knows?
I have a feeling today's going to be unhinged, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the only time that worked for all of us to record this, so it's kind of, I don't know. We just have to make something work within the hour slot we have.
Jason was losing power yesterday.
True.
I was babysitting, and I was not even online at all yesterday. So like,
we all are out of it, man.
Yeah, because we're recording on a Sunday. We usually record on Saturday mornings. Now it's a Sunday afternoon.
What the fuck is going on? Like the Fortnite servers went down for 18 hours or 20 hours.
It was Pandora's box being opened, man. It hit us all.
Quite literally, man. That's crazy.
What's the moon look like? Are we at a full moon right now? What's going on?
Is it a full moon? Was that
Are
yesterday?
the wolves out? The werewolves?
Happy Mario Day. This is
we're recording on Mario Day.
Martin.
New movie. They did the release date for 1,000-Year Door remaster or remake. Good for Mario fans.
Hot damn!
I tweeted this picture. Guitar Hero Sonic versus Mario, a classic in the ROM hacking scene for Guitar Hero, which by the way is underrated as hell. Shout out!
And in classic Guitar Hero 2 ROM hack fashion, it's in Portuguese.
Yep. They would sell these for like $5 at flea markets, man, and then it would have like a nice cover. It would have like a nice casing and cover, man. Like I think this is uploaded on the Internet Archive with all of the all of the goodies with it too.
We gotta get some sort of Brazilian or like somebody from Singapore that does a whole bunch of shit like this too.
I can probably get in
somebody that would have seen one of these like at a flea market and purchased a bootleg Guitar Hero game. That'd be cool to have.
When I stream these, like people come out of the woodworks and they're like, "Yo, hey, I don't really talk much in your streams, but I've played these. This is a legendary ROM hack, like from back in the day." And I was like, "Did you buy this?" I'm like, and they're like, "Yeah, I bought it for like $5 at a flea market." And I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds about right." It's so crazy.
When you say
I would like for a new experience, new songs and stuff like that for $5. All you need is Swap Magic. Hey, or a credit card cut a very, very specific way to switch out the disc. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's worth mentioning, like when you say the Brazilian like side of things too, like how intense that side of the community is. Like we think about the competitive players right now, and I love throwing out there, hey, one of the world champs, right? Alec, you were the last one from WCG. But UCOG was one of the others.
Yeah.
And who was the one in the middle? Who was the one in the middle between you two? It was a Brazilian player nobody knew who came out of nowhere, wrecked everyone's asses, and disappeared.
Yeah.
Right? So
was he playing with a DualShock, though? Then he's not a real Brazilian. Every Brazilian I know plays with a DualShock. They didn't have guitars over there.
Oh, my gosh. What was his name, dude?
Fabio.
Yeah. Okay. What was his in-game name?
Oh,
Menudo?
man. Ciao Menudo.
Yeah, he was very, very good. When Words of Rock came out, I think I brought it over to the World Finals, the Guitar Hero 5 Finals, and he was there. I played against him, and I think I just like kind of out-pathed and skilled everybody there, because like I don't know why. My fucking ADHD brain just kind of locked in on Guitar Hero 5. I even convinced myself that like that game was actually really good. And I mean, if it wasn't a Guitar Hero game and if it was a Rock Band game, like that game was kind of heat. Like it was pretty good. But
I've never thought of it that way, but you're right.
You're
totally right.
No, like I think when Randy put it best, he was like, yeah, Guitar Hero 5 is if Guitar Hero made a Rock Band game. And that's what made it so good. That's what made it so good for me is because I was so big into like Rock Band 2. Guitar Hero 5 had their hand at making that whole band type game. Just like they had World Tour, but that was also like their blowout game. And then they had Guitar Hero Metallica, but they already had their own narrative set for that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, here's the band, here's the supporting guests, and let's honor their legacy, et cetera, et cetera. Smash hits is smash hits. And then when Guitar Hero 5 came around, it was a new engine. It was like, and they had this like 93 song set. Is that 93 songs? That sound right? Or
That
was Warriors of Rock. It was 85. 85 on Guitar Hero 5.
85 on
Dude,
GH5.
still 85 is disgusting.
huge.
That's one less than World Tour. One less than World Tour, but there's no boss battles in Guitar Hero 5, correct? No
Negative,
boss battles?
no boss battles,
No.
unfortunately.
So, excluding the 3 from World Tour, it did have more than World Tour then.
There's only 2.
Well, there's 2?
In World Tour?
3.
No,
Was it?
Zach Wilde and Ted Nugent.
Oh,
3 in
okay.
Guitar Hero
Guitar Hero 3 had 3.
Tom
And then
Morello
Guitar Hero
and
Aerosmith
Slash
had
and-
1.
Yeah.
Aerosmith
And
had
then
1.
Joe Perry.
And Guitar Hero Metallica had 0. How cool would it have been to have a Kirk Hammett guitar battle, dude?
That would have been really sick.
That'd be so cool.
The idea.
Dude, imagine how shitposty like a Lars drum battle would be like in the current day.
It's,
How crazy that'd be.
Yeah.
it's such a shame
Lars
that they never
drum
did
battle.
that. Like, there's
That'd
so
be
many more
hilarious.
potential boss battles they could have done and never touched. Like, they dropped it entirely. Warriors of Rock, they ended up going back to like, the animated, the Rush stuff. They never actually did boss
Hey, look
battles.
who's here.
Rush stuff was off. Rush stuff
We got
was
somebody
awesome.
joining.
A new
Hey,
boss.
yeah, JP is back.
We just started like 6
are you back
minutes
for
ago.
good? Well, what's going on?
No, I'm back for good.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Hey, good
Um,
to have you, dude.
Yeah, we're talking about how they kind of like they eased up on boss battles, or they just kind of removed them completely. Wait, he's getting his Audacity set up. It's
3,
fine.
2, 1, go.
Okay,
Hello.
cool.
All I do is
That
kill.
works.
All I
That
do
works.
is drill.
All right, we're gonna start over entirely. Okay.
Back to the
no,
monkey nuts.
So, hollow tip Ruger.
You missed it. You had to be there. You just had to be there. man.
Aimed at his nuts. I kill for my cousins. All right, sorry, I had to get it out. Sorry, it's a little thing in my brain right now.
You
Just
wouldn't
like
get it.
money on top
You
of
wouldn't
me,
get it.
money on top of her.
Oh, that, I
Shawty
escaped
for
that.
me.
Shut up.
No,
Stop.
no,
Stop. Stop.
Playboy.
Stop. I already escaped it.
All
I
right,
got it
all
on
right.
my
What
mind. I
about
can't get it
beautiful
back
big
in.
titty,
I
butt
like-
naked
I
women
like
just
money.
don't fall at the sky, you know? Sorry, I had to get that one out too.
He was too real with that one.
I was very real for that one, man. I
Spit
had to
your
get that one
fire.
out. I had to get that shit out. Sorry. Anyway, but they kind of had a pseudo boss battle at the end of Warriors of Rock, right? With the big robot.
Yeah.
With
and you had to
Megadeth.
select
You weren't
had to
playing against
select
the
Yeah,
bot.
a
it was
roster.
sudden death, right?
Yeah, you had to do. Well, no,
Yeah.
it was the.
It was all the
three
Megadeth songs. It was Holy
all the
Wars
Megadeth
and then
songs,
Yeah, it was
This Day We
back to
Fight.
back
It started
Sudden
Holy
Death.
Wars, and then This Day
Yeah.
We Fight, and then it was Sudden Death.
Sudden Death, which was
Which
a
was
demo
pretty
for
sick.
Guitar Hero.
The demo version
made-
of Sudden Death, mind you, that was not the final version. It was the version they made.
Yeah, but
just
the
for
demo,
Warriors
the
of Rock.
demo. A lot of people agree that the Warriors of Rock version is better than the final
Agreed.
one in a lot of ways.
I like it more.
Except for the end of the little fucking bridge where it's like.
Yeah. That's
I
was just
like how
thinking
it was
about that.
added at the very end. There's like an extra bit of that. I wish that was in the demo version.
Yeah,
but
it's
it
funny.
was already
that
hard
that song
enough.
was
Fuck
made,
that
like,
chart. Hate that chart.
Anyway.
It's
It's funny that song is made for Warriors of Rock because
Hate that engine.
like Dave Mustaine was just like, I'm in Guitar Hero now. You know, like
You know,
I remember watching
lost
I remember
media,
watching
man.
the preview video.
The
The preview video?
No. It's lost media. Anything of Dave Mustaine being at the Warriors of Rock premiere.
Yeah, because he was
apparently.
there. I remember
He was there. And
Yeah.
there's like apparently like any pictures of him at that premiere have just kind of been wiped from the internet. Supposedly.
What?
So that's another bit of
insane.
lost media. So Jason, you have your tournament like fucking gone, right?
Huh.
And now Dave
does, that's
Mustaine at the
true.
Warriors of Rock reveal. That's apparently another bit of lost media. But I mean, I can do a quick Google search right now.
There's a video of him talking for a minute and 19 seconds at what appears to be.
Dude,
That's
there's
lost
definitely. What
What do you mean I'm in Guitar Hero?
Hey, real quick, speaking of Megadeth being in games, this is a really nice transition point to something I did this week because I wanted to deep dive and I didn't get to tell you guys about this. We were just talking about how many songs were in Guitar Hero 5 and Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, right? How about the fact that Fortnite Festival already has more than either of those? They just passed 100 songs this week.
True,
Right?
true. Yeah, 100
Yeah, no,
songs
that's
plus.
huge, man.
That's
And
hilarious.
With Megadeth being mentioned, they were just featured in Harmonix's last game, Fuser, right?
They were in
Yeah,
Fuser?
Yeah, the Symphony of
Ah,
Destruction,
they were
bro.
in Fuser,
Symphony
what?
of Destruction.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
All
that.
right.
Oh, wait, you know what? I think I did notice Symphony actually was in there. Never mind.
Yeah, we used it a lot. I used to use it a lot because I was like, man, why is this in the game?
Yeah.
The reason I wanted to bring that up is I did a deep dive on the Fuser soundtrack, and I double-checked all the songs that are in Festival against Fuser, and I wanted to come back with my results. So there's 271 songs in Fuser right now.
That's so many more than I ever would have expected for that game. That's crazy.
18 of them are already in Festival of the songs that are licensed. So,
Yeah.
So about
Really?
10%.
Okay. I wanted to bring this up too because when I was talking about this with Jason a couple weeks ago, what I thought was interesting is that specifically, and there may be more tracks in this, but I saw just right next to each other, just off of the bat of an eye, I saw Counting Stars and Cradles.
correct.
Were licensed almost 3 years before it was in Festival.
Yes.
Released in the same day as Festival. So
Both
it
of
was
which are in
like-
Rock Band 4, too, by the way.
Yeah. So it was just interesting seeing that, like, oh, it was released in the game as DLC, both Counting Stars and Cradles. It was like December 9th, 2020. And I was like, that's interesting. Like 3 years later, and then they end up in
Exactly
Festival.
3 years
probably
later.
Probably the exact same cuts of it too, but I could be wrong.
Well, it's just, I think it's worth checking out on the Fuser soundtrack list. If anybody'd like to check the whole list of songs that are on there, I'll drop the link to it.
And one thing that I truly want out of this with the songs in Fuser, you know what else is in Fuser? Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts.
Oh, we
So,
need that so bad. We need it so bad.
If they put that, no, here's where
And
I'm
then we
going
need
with
Lightning McQueen
if
in
they
Fortnite.
Yes.
if they throw this into Festival, you know what you can use inside of UEFN Lego maps? Jam loops.
Yes.
So
Yes, you can.
effectively, we would
Recreate
have
Lego
Lego
Rock
Rock Band
Band.
2.
Yes.
It would be Lego Rock Band 2. So you can have your
All right,
Lego
actually,
minifigures
I want-
playing Fortnite Festival.
I don't want Lightning
Life is a
McQueen.
Highway.
I want Mater.
in Rocket Racing.
Dude,
You know,
that'd
I
be
mean, like
Lego
what
hard.
Lightning McQueen is already in Rocket League. He's already in there.
Yes.
Like that fucking blew up the internet. I thought that shit was hilarious. So
It was pretty funny.
we're like one step away from having a Cars reunion in Fortnite.
Within Fortnite.
Well, I mean, guess who just bought a certain percentage of Fortnite?
yeah
Disney.
Of Epic-
It's possible.
Yeah.
Disney
Who
gave
made-
him what
who made
$1.5
Cars?
billion
Disney.
dollars.
Yeah.
$1.5 billion.
I bet Tim Sweeney was like, "Hey, thanks."
Thanks, man.
Here, guys.
That was it.
And
Is there
good
a
old
chance that we
Bobby Disney
get-
was just like, yeah, Fortnite.
Bobby.
Do we maybe get all these songs eventually into Festival, though? Because legit, like, okay, this week we know. By the time anybody hears this, you'll have the answer. So let us know if this is
Yes.
true. Because the next week, we're supposed to be getting a Maroon 5 bundle in Fortnite Festival, right? That was leaked.
And Juice
Well,
WRLD.
not necessarily next week. We just
Not-
know it's in
not
the
that this
files.
week.
Every
It's
time
just-
those have been leaked from an asset, from a
It's like a
patch,
week
it's been
or
the week
two.
after. It's
Yeah,
been the
that's
week
true.
after
Yeah.
every time so far.
Look,
Not
and I
guaranteed, but
hope-
there's a good track record.
okay.
if-
So yeah,
if
keep
the
going,
Maroon
keep going.
5, if the Maroon 5 bundle does come out this week, there were 2 Maroon 5 songs in Fuser. Let's see if they match. All right,
Well, wait, hold
You know
on.
what? That's a
Maroon
good
5
point,
songs are in
actually.
here? Moves Like Jagger was
Maps.
definitely one of them.
Maps and moves like
No
Jagger.
shot, really?
Maps?
Oh my god, dude! Maps has history, dude. Maps has
Yes, it
history.
does.
That's
saying,
one of that's one of
Let's
the
see
two
what happens.
one of the 2 songs that never made it to Rock Band that's stuck on Rock Band VR.
Exactly.
And it's fully charted. With I don't know if it
charted.
had like camera angles and animations, and all that. I think it did. It may have had.
Yeah, it
that.
might have. It might like
But
because at that
full-
point
fully-
you call it authored. You know, it's fully
Yeah.
authored.
Yeah, fully
I would consider
authored,
it.
fully charted. Whatever you want to call it. They had like harmonies and shit too, and then we're like, why did this never come out? This never
Yeah,
came out.
because,
to Rock
because the
Band 4.
DLC file exists. There was somebody who got like an early development kit of not a kit, but an early development build of Rock Band, and they had some sort of other goodies on there, and they found some
Which,
some
I
DLC
don't know
that
if
never
that
came out.
Did that get released? I don't know if it did.
Ooh.
I think.
I think it is. I think it is, but I'm not
Yeah,
going to
that's-
say anything in case I'm wrong.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
stumbled
like,
on
all
something-
we know is that it's like out there in hands of preservationists, which is also insane considering the timeline of like what's happened in the last month, like with Rock Band and Guitar Hero Preservation. It's just that's just tacked on to the list of fucking builds, which is insane. I still can't believe that Guitar Hero 3 beta was found.
I know. It still blows my mind. I'm going to start
truly
doing
not
stuff with
over
that this week.
because I never thought we would ever get a beta of Guitar
And
Hero
now
3,
we
but
need
did.
more.
Now we need
Give
more.
us more.
No,
Yeah,
in fact, there's been people right now. Local H has been going through and showing off the differences in the face-off charts, which I've never
I've
even
been
thought of
watching
doing
that.
before.
I've been watching that, man, because
Yeah.
I saw the
Cool.
Master of Puppets video. I was like, Scott needs to upload more, and he has been.
Sick.
And they're very
That's
interesting.
something I
Dude,
never would have thought about looking at, but they are quite different. Like the way that
They are.
they scored things. Like in the prototype, it was way out of balance. Like way out of balance. Like
Yeah.
If like each player hit every note without star power, like a bot would do, one player will always come out like 7 or 8K on top. Like face off was
it's
not
fucked up,
balanced. Because we're
Weird.
not talking pro face off. Pro face off was when you're both playing the same chart. Face off
Yeah.
is you one part. It just switches off.
And they
And,
didn't think about the note count and how many points would be available.
Guess not, but it's fixed in the retail. It's like within 50 points. It seems like
Thank you,
for
Chris
every retail
Vance.
game. Thanks.
Wow, so these are okay. So sorry, going back to the songs that are both in Fuser and Festival. I'm looking at this list now. Wow,
3
that's
songs
actually-
this week from Fuser. That's part of the reason I wanted to bring it up. This last release,
shit.
3
Wow,
songs
what's-
that were in Fuser.
What?
Came
I
out
didn't
this
even
week at
know
Festival.
Me. I didn't even know Me Too was in Fuser. I didn't know that. I thought
But
that was
Numb, Linkin Park,
Yeah, Numb.
Jack Harlow,
Numb,
What's Poppin', and
So-
High Hopes. All this week.
Another thing that somebody pointed out with this song drop this week is that there's a lot of these have over 1 billion streams. A lot of these
Yes.
songs. So
They're
these are
getting
like
heavy
their-
hitters.
I
These
wonder
are,
why.
These are like the breakout songs. These are like the breakout songs for a lot of these almost all of these artists here. These are like breakouts into the mainstream.
Like their most popular song, like for sure. Disturbed,
like
Down with the
almost
Sickness.
everybody has heard these songs if they've been alive for longer than fucking 15 years at least.
I saw
A lot
Kyle
of
on
people
Twitter
have.
saying this is a
Maybe not
big week for
everybody,
people.
that's a bold-
Little,
bold claim.
there's a big week for people who are 25 to 35.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I'm like, oh damn, bro, you had to
It,
do
it
that.
hits. It
You had to
hits.
say it like that. Okay.
It,
does.
it's like,
Cool,
bro,
man.
who you think's working at Rhythm Authors, man? It's like it's
People who
it's
grew
just-
up on it.
One of
who
us.
grew up on it. One of
And-
us.
Well,
One
It's
of
many of
us.
us.
also
All
worth
right,
throwing
bro.
out there,
All right.
though. Hey, it's not just the really popular artists, because we got the biggest metal addition to the game so far this
It's
week.
such a strong entry
Yep.
for.
That nobody's played because we have to
Yeah,
get to level
'cause-
93 in the battle pass.
Hey, so any Periphery fans listening? Because I got blown away by the fact that Epic's got fucking Spencer from Periphery on one of their new songs. What?
In an
Yeah,
Epic
I
Games
straight up
original.
have not
That's pretty
played. I
fucking
haven't
cool.
played any of these. But like you
Yeah,
guys talking about it make me really
I gotta
want to jump
buy
on.
boost. I gotta boost the battle pass. or
Yeah,
something.
I got the battle pass at the 25 levels. I got to start
Me
grinding.
too.
bro.
So I got swim free.
Yeah.
I was thinking about purchasing all the way up to 90 so I could play that song, but it's like
That's
10,000 V-Bucks. I'm not going to pay that much money to play
Someone of
one
my,
Epic
someone of my,
Games jam track.
one of my subscribers, one of the community members was already like, "Yo, I bought my battle pass all the way up. If you want to hit a lobby, hit me up." And I'm like, "Damn, I might just take you up on that shit. I'm this
Damn.
close.
I mean,
I'm this close."
I don't blame you.
I would love to. Slide me their name. I'll record each instrument on that level 90
Yeah.
pass song,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. I think it's called "You're All Mine."
You're all mine. It's
Yeah.
It's here's the cool part about that though. Shout out to Epic Games for this because they got an independent rapper out of Boston. So I don't know if this is a harmonics thing because it's in Boston. But
Guaranteed.
it
It's
is
a harmonics thing.
probably a rapper by the name of Y Try, who when I checked had like 200 subs on YouTube. Like this guy has been grinding since 2017 and gets on an Epic Games track with the lead singer of Periphery. Yo, that's a wild combo.
I
It's
hope-
like a
I hope
dark
that works
trap
out.
metal.
I hope that works out for him. You know, I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That's
hey, that's a
awesome.
lot of exposure, man. I hope. Being the
Yeah.
guy from Fortnite helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from that Fortnite song. That people would love to hear that nowadays. Any artist would like. Oh yeah, I was in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Glad you heard about my music from this video game that they paid me lots of money to be in. With my
Wow, look,
200
an artist
sub YouTube
embracing Fortnite Festival. I wish that M Shadows of Avenged Sevenfold would do that.
channel. Oh, he is embracing Fortnite, just not festival.
M Shadows is
Yeah.
over here like, I don't belong here.
And that's
All right,
it.
bro.
That's the end of the song.
Jesus
you know?
Christ. Yeah, cut it. That's it. The song's over.
Speaking of embracing Fortnite Festival, I mean, I dropped a yapping video.
Good
Yap
transition.
Just
video.
last night talking about it. I do want to just kind of clear my name because I know a lot of comments are already coming out and be like, bro, don't attach your opinion to a sponsored video. I just want to say this right now real quick. It's like I have no ill will to people who think that. That's fine. I understand escape of the landscape of YouTube content has led you to believe stuff like that. But these motherfuckers, Epic, were okay with me putting footage of Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition and calling their product a canonical version of that. So if that doesn't like really convince you that they kind of let me say and speak my mind, then like I don't know what to tell you.
That seriously says it all. They approved that.
Like,
they were not just okay with it. Like, yep, we sign off on this. You can post that. You're talking about mods okay that I don't want to. I shouldn't even say this. They kind of just enable piracy.
Yeah,
like we're using stolen assets. We're using songs we didn't pay for.
Bro,
we all
and the
do
footage
it.
and
Not
the footage
throwing stones.
And the footage of World Tour Definitive Edition that I used, it used 2 Fortnite characters. Or 2 characters that are in Fortnite. One of them is specifically...
You didn't pay your V-Bucks for those.
One of them is specifically the model from Fortnite. The other one just happens to be a character in last season's Battle Pass.
Oh, so,
then on top of that, there's fucking Minecraft Steve playing bass and Samus from Metroid playing guitar. So, like, bro, I get it. I'm sorry. Things had to end up that way, but I also got to pay bills. So, like, that's just kind of what happened. Okay, so
true.
I just want to clear my name on
Amen.
that. I understand you could think what you want, but just know I was able to speak my mind 100%, and they were able to let me make the video that I wanted to make, talking about that. So like,
and if you've been watching for any amount of time, none of what Alex has said in that video is new to you. He's been saying this ever since the game dropped. Pretty much. True. No new hot takes came from this video.
You can go listen to episodes of Lore Hero also, where I literally say the exact same things.
Yeah, you know? We got receipts.
We've all been pretty consistent on this.
Very. So, like, if there's any doubt in your mind that we're just kind of dick riding, just because we're getting...
You also mentioned Rock Band 3 Deluxe and stuff, and obviously Clone Hero. Like, it's like...
I showed footage of that shit,
bro.
Clone
Hero footage.
You were allowed to say it and show footage. Like, I get why people are wary, right, of like sponsored YouTube segments and stuff, and like.
And you should be. That's good.
And you should be.
Understandable.
You should be.
I get it.
He's good.
I get it, man. I'm just trying to be 100% transparent because people.
Yeah, in this situation, I would say that people need to realize that, in terms of festival, like there's really not a lot of people that Epic could really choose to be like, hey, why don't you be like one of the forerunners of this game, right? Because it is a rhythm game, and most of the player base will play for fun every now and then, but they will not main it. I mean, Fire Monkey posts stuff about it. Like, he plays it on the side, but like his main bread and butter is Battle Royale, right?
Yes.
You know what? I want to shout out my boy iTalk. He's super.
I saw you commented on the video.
He's
That's
extremely
awesome.
vocal and very supportive about Fortnite Festival, and like, yeah, he was like a big Rock Band 2 fan also, and he's just like, yeah, this game is fucking awesome. And he has a huge following, like, over social media, just talking it up. But yeah, like, JP's right. It's hard for these companies to select the right voices to be talking about this, coming from a community that is very much just run on passion and care for the fan projects and fan-made, user-generated content that, more or less is just done for free.
We're not like Melee. Like we left the official games. Melee stayed on an official game. They made mods and Slippy exist and stuff, but like we left.
Yeah.
We did not stay with the official games long term.
We had to for longevity.
That changes we had to because of the nature of what we play.
Yes.
Pretty
much. And and it was something that I had lightly spoken on in my video, and I was like, people are not used to this game starting from a foundation and then building up and having all of its content being added in real time.
It's been a long time.
It has been a very, very long time. And
so
now
and
after 3 months, we are just now getting heavy hitters that we're used to. We just now got down with the sickness.
And that seems, honestly, that's pretty soon.
Business.
That felt early to me.
I think, dude, the dry stage that we had after the game came out was torture. It was awful.
Yes,
it was
suck.
Truly, generally awful, and that is my true feelings about it. And I wish we could have gotten these. I wish we could have gotten these songs a couple days after, because then the novelty wouldn't have worn off. Let's be honest here. A lot of people have seen that the novelty has worn off with Festival too, because they just want different things out of the game, not exploitable overdrive mechanics. They want the instrument mode coming out now, and they want PvP, they want ranked and that type of stuff like now, and what I have to say about that is, like, so do we. We want that too. We do too. We know that the pain of waiting and being like a side game to a main game, but also at the same time, it is being treated as a main game too. It very much is like its own independent release. It has its own mechanics, but it's just, hey, it's in the world of Fortnite. You can use all the stuff, all the stuff, like all the outfits, all the, your emotes and stuff like that. You can use it all within there. But yeah, going back, we're so spoiled and used to downloading hundreds and hundreds, thousands of songs, dragging and dropping, and then ready to go. So
yeah, I mean, literally, you have to go back
90...
to 2007 to have a game that starts from scratch.
That's it. And if we're being completely honest, Harmonix had a wild ass problem to solve with this, right? When you have this availability, what's the way that you can make it a game that people would want to play or a reason to play? And I think the answer that they came up with is accessibility, right? Because we've been talking about, oh, sure, yeah, download whatever song you want. But when you hop on Clone Hero to play online with other people, like as a streamer, I'm sure you've done this, Alec. Has there been ever a chance where you've loaded people into a lobby online and then you only have like 3 songs to pick because somebody doesn't have any charts?
Yeah, no, like I've had to coordinate like online packs and stuff like that. And while it like kind of worked out for a while, it was just, I mean, yeah, you only have so much fun with playing online against a black screen.
Well, I mean, it harkens back to Rock Band 2, like they don't. It's like, what do you mean they don't have the free DLC pack?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
How did Harmonix fix this? They
I was gonna say,
like music licensing and then made it so if you own DLC, anybody can play it, which is fucking smart.
Huge.
God damn, that's big brain.
I also think, man, and it pains me to say it too, because it's like the most controversial thing about the jam tracks is that them being 500 V-Bucks for a song, single song, and like it's
we don't like it.
No,
it like stinks because it's like, yeah, there's incentives to be using jam tracks outside of festival, and like there's a reason why it's like 500 V-Bucks, but it's like also, dude, it's 500 V-Bucks. It's crazy. But then you buy a track, you invite 3 of your friends, and they could play that track too. I think that's wild. I had someone in my comments like going like, yeah, the songs are like boring, and I don't like how you have to pay for them, and I was just like, bro, they you can feel how you want about like the songs, but when they do have a good song drop, you'll be able to play them for free for 24 hours.
Absolutely.
And while this last week was not a great example because the servers were down for like 20 hours.
Yeah, that's an edge case.
It's very much an edge case. I just was speaking in general to this person, and then they just said, yeah, but I wish it wasn't like that. And I'm like, I would kill to play the new songs. If they came out with new songs, like if they came out and I wanted to try them, I could in 24 hours.
You could never do that in Rock Band or Guitar Hero. That was not a thing.
I would be. No. I had to go to my parents' laptop and go watch a YouTube video from Nuno Ellison Cruz 2. I would have to go watch that and the full band chart and be like, all right, I'm gonna. But then also after watching them, be like, all right, I'm gonna spend my $2. My Microsoft points.
I would always watch. Points. I would always watch Ellison, like in order to figure out if I wanted to buy DLC or not, because he always had it up like the same day.
Yeah,
yeah, and
it was like so full band.
But now you're able to just try it.
And if you like it,
and I wasn't arguing with people, but I was like, I'd call it more of like a civil debate, if anything. Like, people were like, oh, I hate the price, and I'm just like, yeah, nobody likes it. Like, you don't have, like, it's not a secret, but it's like, you gotta remember that, like, we have the 24-hour rotation, like, just come on. They're adding more songs to it. They're compensating for the amount of songs that are in the game.
Yeah. What is it up to now? Do you know how many songs it's up to? No. I mean, like, for the featured list, isn't it like 12 or something?
13.
13?
Yeah,
13.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
13.
That's a lot of songs.
And we got to mention that every single jam track, if what we know is coming, which, hey, we got more hints at instrument mode this week. We haven't even mentioned that Rock Band drum input was found in the files for the patch. Let's throw that out there. Oh, boy.
It was was it actual input, or was it just references to, hey, here's what instruments you can use, right?
It was inputs that will be available in the future.
Okay, yeah.
So it was Rock Band Jaguars, Riffmaster, and then Rock Band drums was on that list.
Yeah. It was shorthanded.
It was called
drums, I think.
It was called Jag Guitar. It's called
Jag
guitar.
So
because I think they're
Jag.
securing. So they also
can we just
secured
extrapolate from that though? That like that means that every jam track in the future is going to have those features, which means that comes in the price right now too. So people are
true.
getting things
You're
they
buying
don't
for the
even know
future.
about.
You're buying two charts.
That's a really good point that I don't think we've
You're
made
buying
yet.
two
That's
charts.
smart.
That means that
$500.
we're
You're buying
actually
two charts.
getting more content for the money right now than we even realized.
One
which
chart
in
is for this
retrospect
guy, and
should
the
make
other
people
chart
happy.
Is for this guy
What?
who holds it like
Nothing
this
ever
and
makes
strums
anybody
with the
happy.
space bar. That's what was found in the files. You strum with the space bar and you activate overdrive with G. I don't know what the fret buttons are, but you strum with space bar, and I think they want it to be like this.
It was the same. It was DF JKL for the 5 frets.
Shut the fuck up. That's
was.
insane. So they want you to they want you to strum. That's crazy.
You
want you to strum like
could
that.
you could alt strum
I've
that if
seen
you're
it
using
work, though.
both of your thumbs.
I've seen that shit work out though. Hold on, let me pull up that. There's a Clone Hero player that plays tabletop, and they're very good. So I could see them probably dominating if they check this out. I think this is them.
I love the fact that they found a way to make it accessible. Like again, like I feel like that's the word I keep going back to with Festival. It allows anybody to get into it, and then hey, if you want to get a plastic guitar and upgrade for a more premium experience, lay out the money for a Riff Master, go have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is
I found
way
the- I
better
found
than
the
the
player that plays
alternative
tabletop.
of just Rock Band 4, where you have to do that. And
Yes.
you must buy this expensive peripheral, otherwise you cannot play the game. That's been Rock Band's problem for the past 7 years, 8 years,
And Guitar Hero.
9 years.
Yeah.
And
and
they
Guitar Hero,
needed
all
to
of them.
solve it, and they did.
All right,
I
who's this
don't-
guy?
So I don't know who else plays like this, but this person Tiddly5, shout out to them, they're a beast. Playing desktop.
Jesus Christ.
I believe they definitely play with strumming. You can see the input viewer that they
the
actually
fuck?
do strum. They actually
This
do strum.
this
Insane.
cam angle is fucking nuts.
I love this
Yeah,
camera
dude.
angle because it looks like dude's just playing Mavis Beacon teaches typing.
Yeah.
And so this is what like the highest level of somebody who is playing without a guitar controller instrument mode on Fortnite Festival could be. You know what I mean? Like this is just so cool.
This is cracked.
Yeah.
You know who also does play like this? Tornith, older name, but he plays fucking Wazd on Clone Hero.
Yeah, he does.
He played
does,
Wazd.
yeah.
It's crazy. Let me
How
pull
the
up-
fuck
let
do
me
you do
pull up the
WASD
Tornith.
on Clone Hero?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Just off the top of my head, Tiddly came up, but then I remember I was like, fucking Tornith's been doing this since like 2018. You know, it's crazy. Yeah. Here's Solus 4 on tabletop keyboard. Bro gets 5 stars, but he plays Wazd. He
Wow.
does shift A, W, D, and space, and then S. Like, I think he moves between like red and.
This is
I don't
nuts.
know. It's something.
I knew
Okay,
Tornus
so-
played keyboard, but I didn't know he played like that. God damn.
Wow. And he strums too.
my headset from this.
That's so fucking
no.
cool.
He doesn't use S at all. My bad. So it's Shift A W D space.
Okay, that makes
5
sense.
frets.
Yeah.
S is not used whatsoever, and then he
Good.
uses the
Swapping
number
from
pad
W to
strum.
S would be tough.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
W
that
makes
would be
perfect
terrible.
sense.
But
Fucked.
it's a comfortable hand shape because everybody plays Waz when we play keyboard and mouse, right?
Yeah.
I hope you don't use the arrow.
Yeah,
keys.
don't use the fucking arrow keys. Idiot. Grow up.
We're not 4 years old anymore.
Be a
Come on.
man. Use
WASD.
WASD.
Man.
Well, bro,
Be a man.
a Zerdy, bro. What about a Zerdy boards?
Oh man.
Yeah, shut up, nerd. Go back to the library and read a book or something, idiot.
See now, I have a quick question in relation to Clone Hero. Did
know.
anybody see what Randy posted on Twitter?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
we were
fucking
talking about that while
Starfied.
you were gone, weren't we? I think we were.
Not
Don't
on the
worry.
pod.
Starfied.
That was before the pod started recording, though. Scarfight
That dude-
250.
Yeah,
This is like
I
this
thought
is
it
the
was
dumbest
a
FC I've ever watched.
I thought
in
it
my
was a
life.
section. And then I saw
No,
the
it's the
FC
whole
pop
song.
up, and I was like,
The
"Oh,
entire
that's the
damn
whole
song.
song." What the fuck?
250% speed.
It's a 1 minute long video.
Yeah.
Can't spell Randy without W.
Nope.
Wandy.
videos. Jesus Christ, man!
It's just silly. Like I don't know. Like we really are pushing the envelope further and further every day
Well,
that
like,
we're
this is
alive
the-
with this
this is
game.
the
Nobody
type-
does it like him.
This is the type of like high input per second gameplay that I like to see. This type of shit is so cool.
Yeah,
And this is the type of person. No disrespect to Randy. This is the type of person that would be very bored playing Fortnite Festival because if this is what he finds fun and enjoyable, Fortnite does not offer this type of gameplay.
Yeah, no,
and that's by design.
I don't know if Randy would jump on this shit, bro, but it could be cool. Unless they have some shit like this, bro. It could
for fun and casual.
With
True.
UEFN in the future,
Right now,
Yeah,
not right now, but in the future, perhaps we'll have something like this. I hope we have something like this.
I mean, there's no chance we won't, right? With UEFN, you can make your own, so anybody will be able to do what they want to.
Scarified 250. Yep, that's
That can't come soon enough.
It makes me excited for plastic mode. Like, I'm glad that there's more stuff pointing. There's a lot more stuff pointing to it in the game logic now.
Yeah,
However,
oh, man.
Lots of new stuff came out
Dude,
with
it's
this new
getting hard
update.
It cannot be activated like data miners have looked into it. Like, it cannot be activated like client side right now at all.
I was like, it's getting harder to defend the 500 V-Bucks for Jam Track now that you mentioned that, hey, you're getting 2 charts out of this. You're getting 2 different experiences.
Yeah, and I think that
this.
will change a lot of people's minds. But
There's a part. It'll be more.
Yeah,
if you get drums too, that's 3 at least. What about
drums,
vocals?
that's
maybe.
3. Yeah,
There's a
for
part
sure
of
you'll have
it-
7
vocals
charts.
in the future too.
Or rather, for sure
there's
you'll
a
have
part of
7
me that
instruments,
worries-
4 difficulties each. That's 28 unique charts.
I mean,
Think of it
when
that
you're
way.
putting that's crazy.
Yeah, JP, what were you gonna say?
Well, so one of the things that has me worried, I guess, is like when instrument mode comes out, right? Like, is it going to overshadow traditional play with a pad? Like,
No.
what's going to happen here?
No,
You know?
no, I don't think so.
No,
because
I don't
again,
think so.
I think it's, again, allowing anybody to play the way they want to. And when there's leaderboards for each, that gives everybody a way to
That's a good
feel
point.
like they are contributing to the community and being able to brag about their scores, right? Okay, hey, let's relate this back to Clone Hero real quick in the Randy clip we just shared, right? Because how many people who've never played these games see that and go, fuck that, I'll never touch it, right?
Yeah.
But how many people see that and go, wow, this dude's cracked?
Yeah, sure. But does that inspire them to play it? And that's what Fortnite's looking for, right? They want to have people try and say, oh, I could do that. That doesn't look hard, right? And then they come in with the skill ceiling, which is perfect notes. So
Yeah, my worry is that, and I don't even know if it's going to be that big of a worry, just because I know like how people will approach this. It's like people are going to go like, oh, you use a plastic guitar, I use my keyboard. Oh, people want to be different. They're going to want to strum on a controller.
Yeah.
They're going to want to try it and then be like, hey, yo, why don't you try it like this? Why don't you do it like this? It's like, I don't know.
How about you play how you want?
The problem won't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
you can
people
play how you want. So you're saying like, you're saying earlier it's not going to separate or kind of overshadow the whole pad mode. Look at what Zero Build did for Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at what Zero Build did for Fortnite, right?
Still doesn't overshadow regular BR. Always has more players.
Yeah, no. Build always has more players than Zero Build, but it's kind of it's very
close.
satisfying.
The fact
it's
that Zero Build-
it's satisfying because it's a very very close split. It's like usually there's 470,000 people playing Battle Royale Zero Build, and then there's like 525,000 people playing regular build Battle Royale.
It's still a lot of
Same
people.
time. It's still a fuck ton of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
again, like accessibility is like Epic's MO, like the fact that they allow Zero Build, because like I'm not good at building, so I'd rather play Zero
Yeah.
Build. It's more traditional.
Yeah.
But straight up,
Not sure.
if
Not
Zero
good at
Build
building.
didn't exist, I probably wouldn't play BR at all because that
Agreed.
building
Yeah.
aspect, I don't like it. I don't want to learn it. I'm not interested in that.
It's
However,
why I
without
didn't
builds,
play Fortnite. I played it once or twice, and I was like, "This game's too hard," And
Yeah.
like I've never been
Didn't
good
like
at
it.
shooting games, so I'll say it's too hard for me right now. Like I have no shame in that.
I get
It
it.
is. I'm not good at shooting games. So I'm just not. Never.
See,
been
I
good.
like shooting games. That's my bread and butter. So not having to deal with this build shit, so I can play it like I played PUBG back in 2017. I'm all about that. All about
When
it.
I'm-
Except now this season you can fly around like a Greek god.
with the
and-
frickin'
Just like I could do in PUBG in 2017.
just like you could do in PUBG mobile. Mobile.
Probably. I haven't played that shit.
But do you get a chicken dinner at the end?
No.
Winner.
No.
You do not get a chicken dinner. You get a Vic.
Get that
you
sweet
get a
Vic
nice
Roy.
Vic Roy. You get a nice
Roy.
little
So sad.
crown. You can run around with in the next game.
Yeah.
And emote on
And then
on
lose it.
people. Yeah, and
And
lose it
lose it.
immediately.
So sad.
Fuck. Yeah. So yeah, going back. It's like now you're gonna get so many people into the genre when
We've already
instrumental
seen
comes
that.
out. We've already seen it. I've already seen people be very vocal on my video, going like, "Hey, I gave Festival an honest shot. I didn't like it because I also don't like Fortnite, but I will play when instrument mode comes out. And so that leads me to believe that like there's going to be a lot of people installing Fortnite once instrument mode drops. And
my theory,
I think so.
Keep going.
I think
keep
so
going.
too. And another thing that's been kind of talked about is just like the hard drive space of Fortnite. It's not nearly as bad as something like Warzone.
What the fuck are you talking about? Hard drive space of Fortnite? It's a small game compared to other games out there.
It is.
But
That's not even valid. Don't care.
I still think about the people who are. We're talking about accessibility here. People don't have fiber. I don't have fiber. I don't have fucking fiber. I don't have good. I have decent internet. There are people still with shit dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Terrible. Or they're running off a hotspot on their phone and they have a data cap plan.
Or they're on their phone.
Or they're on their phone, but then like that's a different thing too. You can just go to McDonald's and download that shit. But that's besides me because the mobile version of the game, the mobile version of the game is much different. Shout out to Matt. The mobile version is like a much different size than playing it on a PlayStation 4 or something like that. I'm thinking like I'm thinking about the most average Joe, maybe below average Joe video gamer that is just very thankful to be playing video games in the first place. I'm thinking of the Nintendo Switch owner that has to sacrifice 20 gigs of space or 13 gigs of space, however big Fortnite is on a Nintendo Switch, which already that's like half of its storage, internal storage.
On a Switch, I can see that.
Don't have an SD card, too.
I can see
I don't want to sit here and be like, you just go buy another hard drive, go buy this. It's like it's not that. For some people, it's their lives don't revolve around video gaming too. And so I've seen a lot of the concerns be like, I don't want to install 60 gigs just to play, Guitar Hero Fortnite. I don't install like 40 gigs. Is it like 30, 40 gigs, something like that if you take off the ultra high textures or something like that?
I don't know.
I gotta
then
wonder,
don't do it then if you don't have the space to do it. I feel like that's been the meta for the past 10 years, right? Ever since past the Xbox 360. I mean, the Xbox One and PS5 launched with 500 gigs with like 400 something usable. That's kind of been the thing, right? Those games launched with 200 gigabyte discs. You install, play the game, uninstall. Right? That's kind of been what people do. Or have external hard drives?
But is there any chance people won't have to? Because, I mean, if you go look on PlayStation or console right now and you search for Festival, it does pop up on its own. Like, it does download the whole thing right now, but they do come up on their own.
Yeah, they come up solo.
So is there any chance that there's, like, a specific, like, Fortnite Festival separate download
its whole
for the future?
Separate client? Maybe. I don't know how much space they'll really save though, because they'll have to download all the assets.
They would have to condense assets. Yeah, they would have to condense all that stuff because like you can still use your emotes and shit, all your outfits. I
don't know if it's possible.
I don't think it'd be in their best interest. That's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to get everybody into the Fortnite ecosystem, not this one part of the ecosystem.
I don't know. It almost feels like it would be shooting themselves in the foot, but it could be an entry door.
But that's the thing. It's like it is interesting to see that you can just search up Fortnite Festival and it pops up by itself.
It does. Yeah, that's why.
I saw that on PS.
Right?
I saw that on
but it just launches
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
it just launches Fortnite.
Different.
Yeah, no, it's not different, but it's like, hey, you want to have this this game experience. You go search it up in the store. It's right there.
Yeah, it might just be for searchability or discoverability.
Yeah, it's probably just for that too, and we're reading too deep into it. But it's never out of the possibility. They could do some weird shit and just have a standalone game one day. They could. I don't see that shit happening, but I don't know the scope of the goals that Fortnite Festival wants to achieve. The perfect ending would be that it's by itself. That would be perfect ending, even just for Festival. Just by itself, one single downloadable game. After all the features get added, that'd be cool.
If they found a way to make a standalone thing that you could still log into your Fortnite account, still have all your cosmetics, and if you wanted to go back into Fortnite afterwards and it still saved your progress, I mean, goddamn, that would be impressive.
Yes, it would. That would be very cool.
Who would that be for, though? I don't think would that be worth any time and effort to make its own separate client? How many holdouts are there really?
Yeah, you never know.
This brings me back to when Modern Warfare 3 came out, and you would have to launch the old engine of Modern Warfare 2 to go get access to the button that would launch the new engine of Modern Warfare 3. And so you're sitting there like a fucking idiot on your PC, clicking buttons and it going back to your desktop and it popping back up again and then clicking out and coming back up again.
Yeah, Call of Duty's been wild. By the way, 4-year anniversary of Warzone coming up today. March 10th when we recorded.
Yeah,
this.
when the whole fucking
Holy crap! It's Mario Day.
Yeah, when the world ended, that's when everybody started playing.
You had to be
Warzone.
there, man. You already talked about Mario Day, bro.
He only
It's
missed
a
6
me.
minutes.
Missed
I
a lot
kill
of
for
those 6
my
minutes.
cousins.
All right,
No, but yeah,
I've got
Warzone Day.
Apollo
Oh,
Tim
man.
Ruger aimed at his nuts.
Bring me back
Damn.
to 4 years ago when I first played Warzone. That was so fucking great.
Yeah, when
The first
what
few
was the
months
fir-
of Warzone.
What was
oh
like the
my God.
first what was your like reaction to like the gulag? You know, because when I saw that, I was like, "This is groundbreaking."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, this is cool." At first, me and my friends were like, "Oh, there's like respawns in this mode. Not even like a hardcore battle royale. I'm just gonna keep playing PUBG." Because PUBG was, and I think it still is pretty hardcore. I don't know if there are respawns
See,
in
like,
that game.
I understand like criticism towards Resurgence because that's a whole different genre.
That's hardly
now.
even battle royale.
That's not even
its
battle
own
royale.
thing.
It's
That's
it's
just team
fucking
deathmatch.
it's team deathmatch with lives. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
but
and it really skewed people's like vision of like battle royale. But when
Yeah.
Warzone first came out, you dropped into Verdansk, you died to some bullshit. You're in that gulag. You've really earned your spot back.
Yeah, it only
on the
took me
battlefield.
one
I thought that
gulag, and I
shit-
was like, "Okay, this is good. I like this. This is
Like,
this is a
this
good
is
mechanic. I
awesome.
like this a lot." And then me and my friends just kept playing that game for like 7 months straight. I fucking loved it. It was so good.
that
Straight up,
was your quarantine.
that was my quarantine.
That was your
for
quarantine.
Sure.
My quarantine
Warzone.
was Breath of the Wild and Civ 6. I
Ooh,
played
ooh,
Civ 6, bro.
6. Ooh, that'll make the time evaporate.
Dude, okay. those were the days where Rosie wasn't born yet. You know, it was just me and Olivia, and we were up every night. Like JP, you probably remember when we would play Civ 6 and we were up in the server until like 7 a.m.
Yeah, I would wake up in the morning to like go to work when I had
And
like
there'd be
when I had a real
full
person's
PCs.
job, and I'd get on my laptop and it would be you, Olivia, and Tyler.
And then Stevie was in there sometimes too.
Yeah, sometimes
Still in the
Stevie
Civ
was
game?
in there.
Still in that
Yeah.
Civ game, and we were just pissed off at each other. But we were like, take your turn, hurry up. And then it would be the other monitor game. Like I'd play
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, because a lot of times you're just waiting for other people to do their shit.
We're enjoying Civ 6 though, but like, man,
I haven't played a lot of Civilization. I probably have like 10-ish hours on like Civ 5. I don't think I even played Civ 6. But my
I
God,
think we did play Civ 5, and then like we were just like, damn, this is some crazy shit. Like we were already so used to Civ 6, and then we played Civ 5, and like, damn, this shit old as hell. And it just worked differently, and it didn't work properly. At
I
some
remember people
points,
didn't
but-
like Civ 6 when it first launched. They were like,
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
gonna
that was
stick
the
with
thing.
Civ
That's
5.
the thing that I remember, because it was all about Civ 5 and like this mechanic, and like religion worked differently, science worked differently in Civ 5 compared to Civ 6, and they like made it apparently piss easy to get like religious wins in Civ 6 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, religious
I think
was
that's
the meta.
that's what was going on. Religion
But-
is the meta, but then the hardest win was like the science win or something like that. Yeah,
I don't know, but I probably have ever played like 10 hours of Civilization games ever. But I tell you, those 10 hours felt like 2. Like time just flew by so quickly.
Yeah, let
like
me
if
tell
you
you
want
how
to
much-
if you want
how
a
many
day to
hours
just
of-
disappear, play Civilization. It's gone.
yeah.
Your day's gone.
Oh, it's under Sid Meier. Yeah, that's what's under.
Oh, yeah.
Sid Meier,
Looking for Civ.
Civilization 6. I have 35.6 hours in that bitch.
Probably felt like 10.
And that show was probably like a couple games.
Civilization sucks your life away, dude.
Oh wow, I was so wrong. I have 21 hours in Civ 5 and I have 9 hours in Civ 6. So I did play quite a bit.
No, there you go.
Haven't played since
Quite a bit.
2017 and 2019 respectively.
Guys, I was scrolling on Twitter just now, and
Big mistake.
I'm gonna post this.
Big mistake.
Former Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick has expressed interest in buying TikTok.
What the fuck?
Oh, just go away, man.
He won't
Go
go
away. Go
He
away.
won't
You got
go
your
away.
bag. Go away, bro.
He won't go away.
TikTok?
Kotick.
How much money does this guy have?
No.
For one,
He
I
has at
don't
least
think he has enough
$1.
money to buy TikTok. I get he's rich. He's not buying TikTok rich. Shut the fuck up, bro.
What the?
I don't know, man. He got probably mad ties to China, like with Call of Duty Mobile and you know all that shit too.
He probably
He
talks
probably
to
knows
John
a bunch of
Tencent
people over
every
there, and
day.
it's like, hey, you know what? I can probably, you know, he's got a good case for himself, but I'm not stoked. I'm not
I
stoked
guess
about
you make a
hearing
good
that
point.
shit.
So
I'm not. I'm
TikTok
not
ban.
stoked to
Let's
hear
talk about that.
there's
a
plenty to talk
proposed
about
ban.
with TikTok.
There's a proposed ban on TikTok in the United States government. It was passed by some sort of House committee. It wasn't like a House vote. It was passed by a House committee for consideration. But I believe unanimously. I think it was like a 50-0 vote.
It was a unanimous, but
this.
it's supposed to go to the Senate, I think, right?
Which is
I want to say it was the House
heavily.
first.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting that Biden has said that if it passes, he will sign it, because that could really affect a lot of people.
That actually means more than you might think. If Biden is saying, if this passes, I'll indicate that means that's like an agenda that he wants to push, and that he will rally the rest of the Democrats to push with him, right?
Which is scary.
I don't like that. Well,
no, I'm not a fan.
There's still gridlock
real for a second, man. It's like the political spectrum very much. They love TikTok.
Yes,
they love that shit. It's so easy.
Because there's
but
a lot of
China.
There's a lot of activists.
They really hate China
on TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally part of the problem, right? It mobilizes people and it gets people information.
Very
and
that's why China is using it to brainwash our youth and turn them into communists.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna be honest. China doesn't have to do that.
No, but the funny part is like, how about you radicalize some bitches? Like,
see, China doesn't have to brainwash our youth because we're already doing that ourselves.
Radicalize these monkey nuts.
That's
with the monkey nuts, hollow tip.
China just made it easier for us to do it.
That's the subtext that they're trying to get, try to obscure. They think that TikTok is radicalizing our youth and brainwashing them or whatever. Therefore, we need to own it so we can do that instead. That's what they're trying to say.
It's not going to change anything.
China controls this, and it's very influential over our people here. Why don't we do that like every other social media company? See, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have all the other big ones that we control. I want to control all of it so that we can control the brainwashing.
You know what would be the ultimate? You know what would be the ultimate fuck you move is if YouTube bought it.
Oh.
I don't know if I can take much more YouTube Shorts content, man. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be weird.
YouTube Shorts content is like high key bottom of the barrel. It's like kind of worse than Instagram
as if TikTok
Reels,
isn't bottom of the barrel too.
Bro.
If Google wants to make a lot of people mad, then they could.
TikTok has good stuff. TikTok. You can actually go on TikTok and learn some shit, but like YouTube Shorts
there's some great creators.
YouTube Shorts is literally, like 1% good, 99% hot gas. Like, it's not good.
Slop.
Hey, speaking of good things on TikTok and then potentially going away, so we've already been dealing with the UMG bullshit, right? We've lost a lot of music capabilities. Did some research looking into that, realized the National Music Publishers Association, which has a bunch of labels under it and a lot of important music figures attached, is slated to pull their catalog at the end of April as well.
No way.
Okay, TikTok's over, party.
This is something that is pretty rough. That includes the ranks of BMG, Concord, Downtown, Cobalt Music Group, Reservoir, and more labels.
Come on, TikTok, just pay them. Just pay them.
Just pay them. You got the money.
Pay.
And now with artists that are, as I mentioned last week, as I mentioned last week with the French Montana Mac and Cheese 5 album, now with artists doing the soul like speed up, slow down, all that stuff, it's like it's not going to get any better.
No,
it won't be.
I don't
It feels so short-sighted to me.
It is very short-sighted on both sides. It's not. This is not like TikTok.
Sure, TikTok isn't innocent here. They should be paying a lot more.
Absolutely. But the TikTok license for the NMPA expires on April 30th, and they have been publicly stating that they are not likely to renew or extend the license, which would mean all of the artists from those labels will be pulled if that does not change.
Okay, so TikTok is for the indie artists now. Good, congrats, indie artists. You're going to have a big come up pretty soon.
Unfortunately,
every viral TikTok is going to be from an indie public.
Are on the NMPA.
So you have to be truly
indie.
Independent.
Make it in your own bedroom. No label.
So shout out to Kanye West and Taylor Swift, who are independent artists.
Actually,
So Fortnite Festival,
Taylor keeps
please,
winning.
every week, just add more Taylor Swift songs, please.
Add Kanye. You want to get people mad at you? Do it. That'd be good.
Make people happy.
All publicity is good publicity, right? Add Kanye West.
Absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude.
They ain't doing that.
They're not doing that.
They ain't doing that.
This music stuff with TikTok is like just.
God
bad
gives
for everybody. It's not just bad
the
for
hardest
us. Like, it's
battles
bad
to
for
his silliest
everybody.
clowns.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad for everybody.
That's what
Like
God
nobody,
does.
like it's bad for the labels too because they're gonna lose out on traffic from it. And they might think TikTok's not paying them enough. Maybe they have these
Because they
financial
aren't.
gurus that have projected. But like
It's the opportunity cost of what they're missing out
Yes.
in the future. It's all the viral shit that's going to happen. It won't be their songs. It won't be their artists. Their artists are certainly pissed because, yeah, the label might not be getting a lot of money, but I'm sure each individual artist
The
sees
artist is
like
getting
an actual
exposure.
decent amount of money and exposure. Concert
sometimes
ticket
exposure
sales
is worth
from
more
TikTok.
than money. Okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
exposure
for sure.
is worth a lot more
One
than
TikTok, if like Doja Cat would put out a TikTok announcing a tour, she would get an insane amount of ticket sales just from announcing that on that one
Yes.
TikTok. Surely she would get those
Unwritten
anyways.
by
Surely,
Natasha Bedingfield, if it weren't for like TikTok and like the same radio stations playing it all the time,
for the past 20 years.
I feel like TikTok has done a lot for that woman and that song too.
It absolutely has.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
There's,
Dude, you
I
have
got a
artists
story
like
here. Go ahead, JP. I'll share this after.
Well, I was gonna say like you have artists here who are gleefully reposting content of Jason or Alec playing their songs in Fortnite Festival, like Weezer and Green Day, like
Literally, yeah.
Now they're not going to be able to do any of that. They can't even do it with their own music.
And what about the independent artists? Like, as we were just saying before, here's an article from Vulture that I found really interesting. An independent artist by the name of Grace Gardner, who had a new EP coming out and had a full marketing plan scheduled around TikTok. Did not think they were going to be affected, but the label they're under, Republic, they did not know at the time had ties to UMG. So now their music, even though they're releasing it, is not available to use on TikTok. And they cannot earn back their advance of $10,000 as easy because they cannot promote their music. That's the people who are being affected by this the
Dude,
most.
What the fuck is
That's so
happening,
fucked
man?
up.
It hurts
is
artists.
so fucked
This is
up.
insane.
Everything
y'all
about this
remember,
hurts the artists.
Yeah.
You guys remember when
whether it's people
YouTube
making the music
had
or using the music.
YouTube had Adpocalypse almost 10
Yes.
years ago?
I
Yeah.
remember
That
the
shit.
apocalypse.
This is like
Absolutely.
that times like fucking 100.
Yeah, this is worse.
Yeah,
this is
that's-
definitely
that's-
worse.
that's a
Very
good
bad.
parallel.
I think the worst part about this, though, is how many people are still like dancing around saying, yes, ban TikTok. Because like they don't see this side of it. Like,
Yeah.
what about the
Because
people who are
TikTok bad,
literally.
TikTok cringe.
Yeah. What if
TikTok
the,
bad, TikTok cringe. I don't use it, therefore it doesn't affect me.
I think of like Blink 182 having all their music when they're trying to put out their marketing. Like we just saw that because of Festival, right? They released a few songs there. I went and looked through their page, and I see songs of theirs muted on their own page. And I'm like,
Yep.
wait,
That
they're trying to
fucking
do this.
sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
what?
like this is less about like and it affects like people who not to make it go around like, oh, let's make this about us or whatever. But hey, we do want people to get into these games
Yes.
and play music by their favorite artists, our favorite artists, and make videos of it all the time. Like I can want that anymore. That's how I started making my content in the first place, from watching people put videos of themselves up on the internet. And I was just like, that's super inspiring to me. Let's fucking do it and spread good vibes and tell people about our music.
Hell yeah.
The type of music that we like to play on the channel and stuff like that. It's exhausting. It's just very exhausting.
And people are like, oh, why don't you just do YouTube? And it's like, well, there's several problems with that, right? Like YouTube
Sucked over there for 20 years.
Well, so it's like, obviously it is greatly appreciated that Epic does what they do in order for the song licensing, so you can keep your videos up for a week. But let's just be honest here, like, the videos aren't going to get enough money to pay for your family regardless. Like, it's a great gesture and it's appreciated, but TikTok is like, if a video blows up on TikTok in comparison, then it's like you're going to be making significant more amount of money on it. And then it's like, it's not always about the money, right? But it is always about the money. And, when you're a content creator and you're doing this full time, content creators have always been massively affected by music labels and stuff who, for whatever reason, don't see exposure as any sort of monetary gain from somebody's video going viral. They've just never seen it that way. They only think in dollars, and that's it.
Yeah, it's
Only
less
dollars.
tangible. It's harder to view that. But I'm going to put screenshots up for the viewers. You guys won't be able to see this. This is why TikTok is the move for us right now. So I put up the exact same video. Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz chart preview. It shows all 4 different charts for the song that just came out on Festival this past week. It has 2,400 views on YouTube. Okay, that's not too bad. It's okay. It was monetized even because Festival gives us, or rather, Epic Games gives us a week of monetization for the new songs because we're part of their creator program. Thank you, Epic. Appreciate that a lot. But 2,400 views on YouTube. They've been up for the exact amount of time. 730,000 views on TikTok.
Yep.
Significant.
Those numbers say everything you need to know. Granted, I haven't made a lot of money from those views because not many of them are qualified, and there's all sorts of things. RPMs are low, but I still made some money from it. But
phone
app, 300 times the amount of views, 300 times.
We both put up a clip from Down with the Sickness this week, and we both had it go viral.
Yeah, yours more than mine because like I've been fighting with TikTok and muting and stuff like that.
Sure,
so, like,
but you still saw some really good success with that too, right?
Yeah, no, we're doing great, man. Like in that term, I know that like TikTok is it's your gig. That's like it's like your main gig. So like I can't even imagine things going on in the way that you approach content creation and all that stuff. I almost want to be like, bro, have you considered YouTube short streaming, like live vertical streaming? Yeah, no, then that's how I fucking do it, but like, it's just when we got this like position and like our, when Fortnite Festival dropped and then we had that TikTok momentum and we're doing real good and then like we got hit with this, like that
immediately, like after a month,
immediately, not even a month, man.
I'll dish out a take about YouTube Shorts. I think it should be in its own app.
Yeah, he'd probably. Maybe it would have more success, man.
Because the fundamental flaw with YouTube Shorts is it's mixed in with regular content on YouTube.
Yes.
Now, from what I understand, YouTube Shorts is significantly more popular on televisions. They're getting a lot of views.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay.
That really surprised me because it's not even built for TV.
Those were some
form
stats
factor
that came out from from YouTube themselves recently.
My
so
younger
strange.
siblings will just be on the Roku and then just flipping through because they could just hit down on the the Roku remote. It just goes. And it just goes, dude. And then they just watch it on the TV. They're not allowed to have phones. They're 12 years old.
No, fuck.
Nope.
Yeah, I suppose you can have a TV forever, all the time. So
see,
but they have the downtime after school. They're over here, they're chilling on the couch watching YouTube Shorts.
That makes a lot of
that's
sense.
fucking wild.
YouTube
that
Shorts
does
needs
make
to
sense.
stop.
Sorry, JP. Yeah, go.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I your point is very solid. It just supports what I was saying.
Yeah. Go. Yeah, keep going. My bad. I just had to get that.
The other issue is like, why are we limited to 60 seconds? Why?
Because a lot of that is music rights. I think that's music rights.
It's a lot of it's got to be music rights.
Look at what TikTok is doing to differentiate itself. You have to monetize by doing over a minute, which means that you cannot use that video on YouTube Shorts. They're doing it on purpose.
Nope. They're doing it on purpose,
and so YouTube's answer to that though was like, oh yeah, you can have the little button that takes you to the full video. But then also, I've seen shorts with like
cool,
I've seen shorts with 15 million views with that button, and then that button leads to a video with 15,000 views.
Yeah,
and so it's like, does it really fucking work? No, it doesn't.
And you want to know how much that person probably made?
Short form content. Nothing. They made nothing. They made $0.
That person probably made a couple $100 off 15 million views at the most.
Well, I suppose, my numbers are old. 15 million views.
Like,
I think Ludwig talked about having a video
like,
that had like 22 million on a short, and he got like $80. But
they've made it. They have made it better than it was, but it's still nothing compared to TikTok. It is absolutely nothing.
No.
Like,
but I think one of the big problems with this short form content is that people don't leave their short form content. That's been a thing on TikTok forever. It's notoriously it is hard to transfer your TikTok audience to a different platform.
Correct. And I've been studying like how content creators, like how do they really approach doing YouTube Shorts and then like posting like a regular ass video. I've seen creators with like 5 million subscribers on YouTube, and I'm just like, I look at that, I'm like, oh, that's great. They're probably killing it with their long form videos. And then I see their videos and they're like, they're doing just as good as mine. And I'm just like, wait, that's like 10,000, 30,000 views, like 15 minutes. It's like, that's crazy. And then I go to their shorts and I hit popular and they say there's 100 million views on a fucking short.
There you go.
I'm like, there it is. There it fucking is. It's like, that's insane to me.
You can't even convert your audience on the same fucking app to your long form content.
It's different audiences that we're hitting with short and long form content, and people just
really
accept it.
And so that's why I think, like, as a content creator, not just us too, but we gotta. And then I see these people with like 5 million views on YouTube or whatever. I see them on Facebook. I see them on Instagram. I see them I see them everywhere. But then, like, that's the thing, right? They have their audiences everywhere for each different platform. So like, I think that's just kind of the approach. That's just me, like, learning how these people, they gauge their audiences between different platforms. It's just really interesting to see. And then I've seen like straight up shorts creators transition into, like, full on streamers, and like, that's cool too.
Yeah.
There's been several like TikTok creators who have successfully integrated their viewership solely over to Twitch. Like, they started out with TikTok and they would just make videos like, "Hey guys, I'm streaming on Twitch right now," and like, people just like that. From what I understand, that's a little more common with like Minecraft streamers, but Minecraft streamers are not doing very well right now, from what I've read. So
I've seen it a lot with Festival from TikTok. Legitimately, a lot of people swinging through the Twitch side because it's higher quality than streaming on TikTok, right?
It's higher quality. You get a more personable chat experience.
You get a better chat.
Yeah.
Instead of people scrolling through every 5 seconds asking the same questions over and over.
Yeah, and also like,
that's just the nature of TikTok, right? You just scroll through and
unnecessary
you scroll.
Like, people, like, more times than I can have people come in, "This is fake. This is fake." They just keep copy pasting it, and you're like, "Nah, it's all real, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is fake." Like, I remember when we first, like, when Festival first came out, we got the songs early. I was streaming on TikTok, and Jason was streaming on TikTok, and somebody was just spamming in Jason's chat, "I have all the songs. You're a liar. I have all the songs. You're a liar." And it's like, I'm sorry. Like, who let their 8-year-old on mom's phone? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
still seeing that a lot with the Disturbed video, Down with the Sickness. There's no way they'd put this in Fortnite.
I got that too on my TikTok videos.
I'm this close to loading it up on Guitar
This ain't real,
5.
right?
I'll load it up on Guitar Hero 5. Show them what's really up.
And then
have Kurt Cobain sing it. Have Kurt Cobain sing it too.
I put up fucking Helvian's fucking version, which I'll
put it up in World Tour Deluxe.
I was showing Alec. I'm gonna make one that has like the text on screen and just like make like a bin, like when he says "I bowl," I have like a really sped up footage of like the bowling animations you would see at the bowling alley from like the 1990s. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Best content. It's gonna take a while to edit, but honestly though, CapCut is goated. I'm just gonna say it again. CapCut is goated. It is a lot easier, in my opinion, to add.
Ass app, dude. It's a good ass app.
The text workflow, in my opinion, is easier on CapCut than I've experienced with any other editing software. The text is just way easier to use. So
the AI auto-generated captions, beautiful.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with Down with the Dickness, but they usually work.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of getting kind of wild with that cut. Yeah,
like it thought Bull was Bob, and you know.
Yeah, but it's a good starting point for most things.
Yeah,
you know, it'll have some errors. You have to go past, you read through everything and make whatever edits you need. But it's a good starting point. It really helps
a very good
the
starting
workflow.
Point. It works,
if you had to do all that manually.
Very well.
Which Jason has had to do a few times for his TikTok clips of this show. Every once in a while, he'll make a little clip from this Lower Hero show and put it on TikTok. But he has to manually put all those fucking captions in because he does.
Which is why they're not uploaded that often.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Way more work.
He's captioning 4 people and he color codes it so it's easy to see. They're really well done. Really well done. Hats off.
Very well done.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, if you're able to automate that, it'd be perfect. But you just can't. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it's like when I used to do like fucking on like my old videos where I used to do like cuts and like zoom ins and like add funny things on top.
It takes a lot of work,
man. A lot of work.
Yeah.
Like and that type of stuff. Like I didn't realize after I took on content creation full time and I like moved out and like I was living in my own place. I didn't realize people like hired editors. I thought everyone did it by themselves. I'm still doing it by myself to this day.
I
I'm
feel it.
still doing everything by myself. So
Hey,
it's
some large content creators do that. Honestly, like Kip Oga edits a lot of his own videos, and he's fucking massive. He has editors that
Right.
help and everything.
Yeah, see, like
but
that's cool.
He
That's
does a lot of because I get it. Like he wants it to come out a certain way, like to have control over that, and not
Sometimes,
yeah, it
sometimes
would be
people
hard
are
to
just
give
very
control
protective
over like that.
their vision.
Yeah,
and I
to
feel
not-
like I'm
yes.
like I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I have a
I feel
vision
like I'm
as
one of
well,
those
like
people, too.
100%.
Vision.
I had an editor for a while on YouTube, and it was fine. But I feel like no matter what I did with uploading YouTube videos, it was always not what people who were coming to my channel expected. And I think that that's something I've never been able to square, like on my side, because of how popular the meme charts were. So it didn't really matter if it was edited or not for me, because it turned out that like what I wanted to
meme
share
charts,
wasn't
man.
what the people who came through wanted to see, and that's a wild disconnect to have.
I put this in the general like just now. Shout out to JP Kellums, who just tweeted out my video. He's the lead producer on on Fortnite Festival, and he was like, really appreciate the take in this video. As someone who does this for people who enjoy and have fun, I feel equally heard. I've had a blessed career, but this work on festival feels important and honest in a way that surprises me daily. So like, bro, I I think like a lot of stuff that was like said in my video that I was talking about, and once again, you know, take it as you will, but there's no fucking shot that they let me put that footage in the video and they were cool with it without me, you know, I was just speaking my whole damn mind. But like that being said, we are trying, us here on the Lore Hero podcast, and like a lot of other countless wonderful people are just like trying to make sure we're staying heard about festival and all this stuff like that, so that we can make sure that this shit lives on forever, like for real.
Dude, we got like the chart like charters from Rhythm Authors regularly, and people like Alex Chats, like they're listening. Like they bring stuff up to the higher people. We have Kyle. Kyle is fucking awesome. Like Jason has given Kyle like an immense amount of information that you guys don't even know about like bugs and like feature requests and stuff, and like he's always very, very responsive to any of us, and like this is not your typical like, oh, they don't care about us kind of deal. Like if we thought it was, we would tell you straight up.
I
if we
legitimately
thought that, we
feel
would tell you.
like I feel like everybody in here in this room, and okay, let's just be blunt. Do we all have monetary incentive for this game to succeed? Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, we do.
But
Dude, of
do
course.
I honestly believe this game succeeding would be a boon for the community, for Clone Hero, for Yarg, for every single rhythm game player that's out there? Fuck
Big
yes,
yes.
I do. Wholeheartedly, full-throated. I will scream that from Mount Everest top. Let's go. Legit.
The only
it's
reason-
bringing new people in.
The only reason we have monetary incentive for this game to be successful is because we are passionate about this game and all the prior games for the past 20 years. If we didn't give a shit about this, we wouldn't care.
Yes.
This wouldn't be our careers. We wouldn't be doing this on YouTube for the past
Yeah,
however long.
I think
we like the
when-
game. We want to see it succeed, and that's why we have monetary incentive, because we're
Before-
passionate.
Even like before we were on like the partner lineup, right? I think even after the festival came out, I was just like, I gotta continue streaming this game and let people know that
Yeah.
you know, what's up about it. I'm like, Jason still does it to this day. Like almost all your streams are straight up festival, which is awesome. I couldn't be able to do that.
I'm in.
I couldn't be able to do that. I obviously do like a lot more different stuff, approach things differently. You know, you got your own content, I got my own content. I commend your ability to continue to be able to do like festival and stuff all the time. I can't do that. That shit's hard as fuck.
Yeah,
It is
Jason's
hard as fuck to
consistent as
just
fuck,
stay on
dude.
top.
It is hard, man.
So
It's
like
one of those things that the reason for me is, and I mentioned it before, but I had a lot of people who viewed me only as the meme guy.
yeah, so
I
you
had
had
a-
to change it up, right?
I
know?
had to, I knew in my heart of hearts that if I put my effort into it, I could grab #1 scores on the leaderboard. And I did.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't have people looking at me just as the meme guy anymore. And it was
true.
for me.
Dude, that's right.
right?
That's
you're
real as
you're
fuck,
the
man.
festival guy now.
Yeah, and that's real as fuck, because like, you know, like the people who just drop in the first time in a stream, they're like, play Rushy, play Dicko mode. Hey, yo, it's a classic,
That's
bro.
all they
You
fucking
gotta
ask
play
for
it. Yeah, you've probably seen it, JP, in the YouTube chat. It's like, bro, play Dicko mode. It's a classic, and that's
People-
like their only message.
Yeah,
for like
it's not,
15
bro.
minutes.
It's
I'm
not.
like,
it's not
I'm
even
sorry,
flames
bro.
anymore. It's not.
It's
Flames
not even through
anymore.
the Fire
It's either
and Flames
Rushy
anymore.
or Dicko mode.
It's Rush,
Amen.
Dicko Mode, or something else, or Grapefruit Technique.
Supernova. That's a big one on
Superno-
TikTok.
Supernova.
Yeah.
Do the kids know about Solus 4?
Look, it's not even. It's
Unfortunately.
Supernova hard chart. Not even the expert
you know what?
chart.
It's hard chart. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? That's bars.
And then you show,
That's
you
fire.
show them expert, and they're just like, "Oh, this looks easy."
And it's
This
like,
is
wait,
easy.
what? Wait, how? Wait,
I mean, that
this
is a take you see in festival
what?
too. To be honest, you see that with it's so much harder because it's the same notes but only 4 lanes, so there's less places. What the fuck? No,
What are you talking
that's
about,
not-
bro?
Oh, you want to hear it? Yo, you want to see this fucking take when I was streaming, man?
Give it.
Dude, this
Taking
shit
years
made
off
me
your
so,
life.
This shit
Let
made
it
me
out.
so mad. This shit made me so mad, bro. And like, if the guy who said this is watching this, congratulations, you got me. But
Congratulations
I
and
can't stop
fuck
thinking
you.
about it. This dude, when I was playing Festival, he goes, you know, they released too many Guitar Hero games, and Rock Band had too much DLC. And I was like,
Oh, I was there when you got
I
mad
was like,
about that. Actually,
I was like, what do you mean? That's like if you're starving and you have your favorite food in front of you, and they make 3 more of your favorite foods, and you're just like, throw it all away. That's too much. And there's other people at the table that haven't eaten yet. It's like, how do
Bro,
you say Rock Band has too much DLC?
Save that shit for later. Put it in the fridge. Eat it the next day. You can do that with
Leftovers,
Rock
baby.
Band. You can do that with Rock Band. So what?
I was
Rock
just
Band
like- I
put out
was
too
just
much
so
fucking
surprised. I'm
DLC?
like, that's-
They give you too many options that you
That's
can
the
buy
that's like
at
the
your
craziest
own
thing I've ever
will.
heard. It's
No,
like
he had a
saying-
point with the Guitar Hero games. There were too many
Well,
of
yeah,
those.
we
too
all-
quickly.
Guitar Hero games.
We can
I
agree.
told him
It's
too.
been
I was
done
like,
to
"Yo, you're right. They released 10 of them in 2009, but Rock
Killed
Band
the
having
series.
too much DLC."
That's a
what are you talking about?
stupid
That's like
dumbass
saying-
take. You're a stupid dumbass for saying that. Stupid
didn't-
dumbass take.
I lost it. I lost it. Like I didn't fucking go in like hardcore on the guy as much as I wanted to. I was just
No,
like,
I think
that's
you were
I'll do
seeing
it for
red,
you.
though, for
I had
sure.
to hold.
Like,
I had to hold back, and I was like, "There's no way the dude typed this out and hit enter. That's insane."
Too much DLC for
It's
Rock
okay to
Band.
have an
DLC.
opinion, but it's not
It
okay to have
doesn't-
a wrong opinion.
It doesn't get more subjective than your taste in music. That's like saying there's too many colors in a crayon box.
Man, this Spotify shit, there's too many songs in here. I don't even want to listen to all these songs. I just
I
want to
don't
listen to
wanna
this
we
listen
got
to
band.
a
it.
poll.
I don't
Get
want
it out! Get it out!
Definitely don't want to have the option there if in case I want to listen to it
Unsubscribe.
at some point. Wouldn't want that
I
at
do
all.
not see it. I do not see it. Nope.
Put on the blinds, baby. Put on
Yeah.
that
Too
blindfold.
many choices at Walmart. You know, if I go down the aisle and I see 15 different brands of mayonnaise, I only want
And,
Hellmann's.
okay.
Why do I want Dukes?
No, but if I go to
Hear
Walmart
me
and I
out.
see Feastables, I'll buy Feastables. Mr. Beast,
me out,
you
and
need
I
to sponsor our
understand
podcast.
And I understand being overwhelmed by an amount of songs that you will see to be purchased.
Sure.
But
However,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Would you rather only have 100?
However,
that enough?
what we sorted by back in the day was the difficulty bars that apparently, according to TikTok users, signified the length of the song.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
there was one guy. Yeah.
There was that one
There
guy-
guy that
Hey,
said that's how many
JP, stop
breaks there are.
harassing. Stop harassing.
Yeah, I
me,
was
big boy.
nah, man, that's not it. And then he was like, "Stop harassing me, you sick freak."
Yeah, he called you a sick freak. And my favorite
Meanwhile-
part, it was like his profile picture was like a default Fortnite.
It was.
skin, just like
It was,
He
yeah.
wasn't even
Cool.
making a funny face. He wasn't in a funny costume.
It was just
He
a default
standing
skin.
there. It's like,
Yeah.
what? This guy's a real ass non-playable character. Is real as fuck.
Yeah, he's a real NPC in Mike fucking
He's an
Thomas,
actual
man.
robot. There's no
Oh,
way this
no.
guy's real. There's no way.
Yeah,
I
there's stuff
love
like,
it, man.
But you know, what? Yeah,
it's-
stuff like that is entertaining.
It's
I
stuff
love
like
it too
that.
because it's
It
like
constantly surprises me the types of takes on the internet. The internet's free to access. It's so funny.
For
It's
now.
so funny. Yeah, for now. For now,
now.
right?
yeah,
Seems to be going the opposite way.
pretty much.
Who the hell knows what comes next? The bottom line is everybody's got opinions on what they enjoy. Let people enjoy things, and we're enjoying things as well, and we're going to keep spitting the truth at you guys. And if you enjoy
do you-
it, let us know in the comments because we
Well,
appreciate
do you
your
guys
support.
want? Do you guys want Obama or soda?
Soda!
Soda!
Obama.
Bro, have you seen that the what is it? The they're using Morshu at the Minnesota
Dude,
Twins
I posted that whole
Yes.
video.
stadium.
You guys have to
That
watch
shit
the
is
whole
so
thing
funny.
I saw
because
the whole
it's
thing.
not just
The-
Morshu. It's loaded. It's like a YouTube poop in a
Yeah,
fucking
no,
stadium.
they
It
straight
is.
up have like it's one of us,
Yeah.
like just chilling up there. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
One
a
of
person
me.
is probably
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like not
yeah,
that
it's
far
literally
away
one
from
of you,
me.
bro.
I got to go to a Twins game this spring.
Yeah,
And then
they
be like,
animated
I want
a
to talk to the
baseball
guy who
for him
made
to
this.
go like this. He
I hit
animated
up
a
Figure
fucking
Quick. Figure Quick
baseball.
loves the
Yeah,
Twins.
they
I'll go to
edited
game
a
with him.
baseball in the Morshoe. I was like, how the fuck did they do that?
They just did it, man. I love it. I love that shit.
Unbelievable. Thank
Anyways,
you,
to bring it
Zelda
back to festival and Mr. J.P. Kellums, I think it's despicable that you, Alec, are saying all these things about the game, and you're taking pride in that. The lead producer is kind of sucking you off a bit about how good your
All
take
I
is.
do
You're
is
thinking that's a
kill.
good thing.
All I do is drill.
You know, personally, I think you're a shill for this game, and that we shouldn't believe a thing you say.
Yeah, how much
Well-
they paying you, Alec?
Yeah,
How much are they
Let's
paying
see the
you,
bank.
bro?
Let's see the bank
never
statements.
attach your opinion.
Show me
to
your
it.
bank statements. How much do they pay you? Shill.
Shill, bro.
Shill.
Chill.
You know, and
Shill,
since
baby,
since
shill.
day one about being an Epic partner, they have required us to be brutally honest about things.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
that's part of their
speci-
code of conduct.
That's
They
part of the
specifically
code of
asked us, like-
conduct, man.
They asked us, they were like, well, you know, you guys have said a lot about main stage, but can you talk about jam stage? And we were all like, and
Yeah, it's a thing.
I mean, I did type out a little bit about Jam Stage because I do kind of deeply care about Jam Stage and how the shit.
I want to see
potential
it
about it.
become more fleshed out. That's it.
I want it to become. I want there to be a solo mode that's literally just Fuser.
Yeah, I want to be able
would
to make
love- I would
content
love to see
out
that.
of it, dude.
'Cause
Like
then
that's
if they just
that's
have
huge
if they
content
just have
potential.
Fuser mode with it, like that'd be awesome. And then like adding, like specific arpeggiating instruments, would be really cool.
Yeah, like make
with
a
that, too.
fucking literally all they have to do is just like, you know, you have the jam stages, but in the main area, like make it like the main stage where there's like a portal that you can go up to,
Or-
and you can choose your loadout, and then you jump in, and that's it.
Or be
Like
able to make
Fuser.
mixes. Or be able to make mixes, snapshot it, and like Jason said, what if it procedurally generates a chart based on the
Yes,
stuff
dude.
cut in?
Oh,
They
that would be
definitely
so
have the
cool.
technology to do that.
They
And
do,
then you
yeah.
can make
Baby,
some,
you can't
you can
come
make
fast
some
enough.
crazy cracked fucking custom chart based off of the stuff that already exists in the game just by doing some mega 32-bar mashup. That'd be
I really
cool.
think I think it's
It would
possible.
work.
Come on,
I
that's
feel like,
so
I
sick.
feel like
that's
that
sick. That's
should
a
be
sick
likely,
idea.
right?
You cannot tell
I
me
think
that's
that's
not
likely
sick.
that could happen.
There is a feature in the game that I have not looked into what it is, so I don't know if you guys do. But do any of you guys know what an auto jammer is?
I've
I heard about that.
I've seen
Saw
for
that.
jam loops auto jammers, and I'm very curious if we're going to be able to sequence jam loops. That's my thought. If you can
that's the
sequence it, that
Then you
would
can
be
export
sick.
it. I would love to be able to just export a cool mix.
Yes.
Dude,
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
like-
It's like add
That's
content,
straight
bro.
up
Right
fuser
thing.
1-to-1. Just make add the fuser modes where you could like drop the discs or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just or do it some different way that makes sense with like your instruments so you can see your characters like I don't know, man. There's a lot. that
You
can
just
do
you
with
talk about
Possibilities.
Fuser,
Soundtrack,
man.
dude.
You talking about Fuser just made me remember specifically that there was they had Fuser on like a big screen at PAX 2020, right? And there was one guy that like I guess from the company that was like doing a mix and it was really bad.
It was really
And
bad.
I mean, like our whole group was like, "Oh my god, that's terrible."
Oh, no. I don't think it was somebody. Well, I mean, like technically, it was like pre-recorded footage that they were
Yeah.
playing
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
They
So
chose that.
technically, it was the chosen one.
Because that audio was
and-
like taking over the front half of that venue.
Yeah. It was like a mix of like All Star and Don't Fear the Reaper and Bad Guy, and
It
some
wasn't
other song.
great, man.
It wasn't good.
No.
Or just like, what the fuck am I hearing? Is that is that Don't Fear the Reaper with EDM or like Bad Guy drums or something like that? Is that All Star? What am I hearing?
Dude,
Like,
imagine if they do fucking PAX like in a year or something, and they have like riff masters at a station for festival and shit. Like that would be so cool, dude. Like a public
so
event
glad
like
that's
that.
just
Pretty
it.
cool.
That's just it, man. We're trying to make sure that the future of this game has there's a presence in the game industry.
People need to know. They
Game
need
industry.
to know.
We've been long past the days where you're going to see a solo rock band or a Guitar Hero game. I mean, hey, anything can happen with Guitar Hero, right? Now that
Yeah, we'll take it. I'm
Activision
not
belongs to
saying don't
Xbox.
do
We'll
it. I would
take
love to do it.
Yeah,
give me,
no,
give me
honestly,
another game, please.
Do it. Microsoft, Phil, just do it, bro. All right,
See how popular festival is? You could do that with Guitar Hero.
we really do the
You could be
exact same
pulling in
thing.
those
You-
V-Bucks.
Just
Do that
don't trust
radio-
Activision.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think that approaching it Guitar Hero live style should be the thing that you should do. No, don't do that.
Nah,
5 frets.
nah.
You figured it out
Five
for the
frets?
first time in 2005. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
fuck. That reminded me. I saw a video this week. I have to pull it back up. It was you know the song. No, you know the song 1985 by Bowling for Soup.
Yes. 1985.
Well, when that song was written, I think it was 19 years in the past. 1985 was from that. So right now, 19 years in the past is 2005 for us. Ooh. So creator Billy Cobb made a song called 2005, a 1985 parody, and it fucked me up.
Billy Cobb, the fucking the Weezer guy? The Carl Weezer
guy, yeah,
the Carl Weezer guy.
Somebody's honey. Yeah, he was singing Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
This dude actually makes some great content. There's a Green Day one too, where it's like Green Day songs then versus now, and it's like some hardcore, some shit, and it's like I think the government is bad. You know, it's a funny video. But yeah, this song fucked me up because it's just him, you know, waxing poetic about the good old days of 2005. And it doesn't feel that long ago to me.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
But that's how people must have felt back in 2004 when the first song was written about 1985. It's like, that wasn't that long ago, guys. But, like, culturally, it feels a lot different because, like, the 80s had a very distinct, like, look to it. The 90s had a very distinct look and feel. The 2000s also did, but I lived it, so it feels different.
Yeah, you lived it, so it feels different, right?
Yeah,
everything's kind of become a little bit more homogenized. I feel like in the last 20 years.
Yes. There's less of like a distinct. Like I feel like after 2016, it's been more or less the same.
Yeah,
and then maybe when COVID happened, there's kind of a shift
here and there.
too.
You wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't have gotten away with in like 2016 that you can do now. I guess like
but that's an 8-year period of time, right? Think of like of time. That's 2002 versus 2010. Very different.
Yeah.
Very different. Like internet was still like underground in 2002. Like home internet was a thing,
right
but not everybody did it. Oh fuck, yeah, it is.
And that's
right after 9/11.
Was a big change of everything.
Yeah, and then 2010. I mean, YouTube was huge.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I was very much well and alive like when 9/11 happened, but I don't fucking remember that shit. I don't.
No, I was 4 years old.
And I bet you feel old as hell, Jason. Like me saying that.
Yeah, where were you?
You're 10 years old, man.
Bro, you gonna make me feel like the elder in the group.
You were in high school. You were in high school.
I was in ROTC in high school. Watched 9/11 happen, sitting in a military uniform.
That's
fuck!
Crazy.
Because it happened on a Tuesday. I know that for a fact because Tuesdays were my dress-up days, and I had that on. So I was in an army uniform in my high school math, it was trigonometry class, watching that on TV.
Oh my God.
And the entire time, all the kids that are in ROTC uniforms are like, what if there's a giant war and we get sent overseas because they need to enlist us because, oh my God, we're freaking out. We're kids. We don't fucking know.
That's not unreasonable to think at the time, right? I was like, oh fuck, are we going to go to war? Oh my God, this is my future. Yep. Oh my God, that'd be so fucking scary.
Well, imagine being 15 and that shit happens. I mean, you don't have to imagine, Jason. It happened when it happened to you.
I can't even articulate. Like I have no words for that, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's Oof.
I was
you had
shitting
to be
myself
there, I
probably.
guess. Fuck, man.
And I didn't know what was going on. I was in kindergarten.
I don't remember it because we were like the same age. So I really have no memory of it happening. All I know is that my grandfather was supposed to go to the Twin Towers that day, and he woke up late.
Ooh, lucked out, one of those.
Wow.
He really did.
Yeah, because you are
Seth
New Yorker. I didn't think of that.
Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be there that day, too, and he missed his plane. Mm-hmm. Some shit like that.
So many...
was it Gerard Way? Literally watched it happen.
No, Seth MacFarlane was going to be on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance basically got started because of that, right?
Yeah. It fucked him up so bad, he was like, oh shit, I gotta write music about it. Yeah. Now we got the Black Parade.
Yes.
When I was a young boy.
Shout out to the Taliban for the Black Parade. Appreciate that one.
Dude.
What a sentence! Holy shit!
All I do is kill. All I do is drill. I just signed a deal. Big Chopper.
We need dead.
No.
We need dead at Fortnite Festival.
That'd be cool.
Is that more emo
throwback.
needs to make it. We need like Sum 41 in that bitch too.
Anyways,
we need like Sum 41. We need we need
One
Michael.
more
Limp
quick
Bizkit.
aside. For this 2005 video that I linked, if you go to 1 minute and 35 seconds, you'll see something familiar.
All right.
Ooh.
Suck. Where's Guitar Hero?
Yeah, and that's my gameplay.
That is, yeah.
That's
That is
Iron
your,
Man.
that's
Of
Iron
course,
Man
that's your gameplay.
It's always your gameplay.
Yeah,
It is.
that's so
It is
cool.
indeed
I love it.
always his
All,
fucking
all
gameplay.
roads lead
It is.
back to Jake.
Yeah.
Any video
If
you
anybody's
see,
talking about Guitar Hero in a video,
It's
like
just-
in a
yeah.
video essay, and there's gameplay backgrounds, either they
It's you,
record it
it's always
themselves,
you.
or more often than not, it's me.
Yep.
Which I love. It's great. I love that. That's like
You got the
part of
cleanest
reason why
gameplay
you
out
did
there.
that.
It makes sense.
And
That was my ethos.
It'll be like what the aliens discover what Guitar Hero was, and they're going to be watching your gameplay in like
Yeah.
fucking 5,000
It's gonna be
dude.
me.
They're going to see your
5,000?
name.
More like maybe
and they're-
5.
They're going to be like,
In
a
5
wise
years.
moose.
Yeah.
These creatures, these moose, they played this game?
I must
How did
confer
they
with
do
these
it?
wise moose. These wise meese.
Meese.
Goose, geese, moose,
We love
meese.
Meese.
Oh, man. Okay.
Anyways,
How long
I was
been
very
yapping
tempted
for?
to end it after that 07 for the Taliban for
You
the
could do
Black
like a
Parade.
fake ending or something.
I mean,
But,
you just did it again, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a parody. I'm making jokes. These do not indicate
Oh
any
my
of
God.
my real life beliefs. I'm doing a comedy podcast. I am performing.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I salute the Taliban and Minecraft.
Exactly what we want to say being partnered with Epic.
Oh
Thank you-
my
thank you,
fucking
Jay
Lord.
Schlatt.
Okay.